welcome back to my channel. So today I'm in a super chatty mood and I thought maybe I'll answer a few of you guys' questions because I get questions on a daily. So let me film a whole YouTube video about it. I haven't done a Q&A on my channel for quite some time. So if you guys want to know a bit more about me, please keep watching. So around 20 minutes ago I went on my Instagram and I just posted a little photo of Ask Me Anything and there's 572. What the hell? Oh my god, you guys got a lot of questions for me. Okay, someone asked me what lighting and equipment do I use. Girl, it's on my channel already. Obviously you are not subscribed, you're not paying attention, girl. I have a whole video on it. I'll leave it down below in the description. Question number 1. Do I hear Yanni or Laurel? Bitch, I'm gonna like your comment. Oh my god, so this question is all over my Twitter timeline right now, but I hear Laurel. I tried to hear Yanni, girl. I tried all the tricks. I still hear Laurel. Okay. I'm going to try to fly through as many questions as I can. Another question is how old am I? And I am 25 years old. I turn 26 on the 11th of June. It's coming up so quick, guys. How old are you? I want to know down below. Next question is how many siblings do I have? I have 2 sisters, 1 older and 1 younger, and then I have an older brother as well. What advice do I have for people that want to start YouTube, and what is a good starter camera to use? They love my page and a major inspiration. Oh my god, thank you so much. I'm gonna like your comment right now. So if you are thinking to start YouTube, the biggest advice that I would give you is just to freaking start. When I first started YouTube, I was so nervous. I kept putting it off for months and months and months, thinking that, oh my god, I'm gonna get haters, no one will like me. But honestly, the best thing I did is just start speaking in front of the camera. I actually used Snapchat as a way to start thinking on the spot and start talking to a camera, and that really helped me out. So I would definitely suggest using Snapchat or using Insta stories and start talking to the camera, because I remember when I first put the camera on me, I got so camera shy. I was like my bum cheeks would clench and my toes would get all sweaty and stuff. But honestly, the more and more you do it, the better you will get at it. And there's no point saying you want to start, and you're one of those people that just give it all this but you actually don't do anything. You want to actually put your money where your mouth is and just start, honey. And the best camera I'll probably say to use is a G7X from Canon. I use the Mark II version. They're about like £500, and that's really good because I used to use the Sony camera that everyone uses, but that one is not good for YouTube video because it freaking stops filming and gets overheated. Another question is, do I speak Vietnamese? I don't really speak Vietnamese. The only person I ever speak Vietnamese to is my mum, and apart from that I speak English to everybody else, and I was born in the UK. Another question that I really liked is, what is the best thing about being an influencer? Maybe I'm gonna say the best things and the worst things so it balances it out. My best thing that I love is the fact that I can work from home and I have my own schedule. I remember when I used to work for a makeup company, I used to hate having to make sure I go to work there. If I wanted to change my plans, it was so hard to like swap shifts and stuff like that. So I love the fact that I am kind of in control of my own schedule. I decide when I want to wake up and when I want to go to bed. But at the same time, that can also be very hard because you have to be very motivated with this job. You have to make sure you have some good friends that keep you grounded and good family around you, and also sometimes it can be very demotivating, you know, when you see all these other people achieving all these amazing things, and sometimes you just can't help but feel like, oh my god, like why is that not me, or why is it not my time yet, or why that person, why this. But it's very important to always know yourself, be very grateful of where you are at the moment, because there's always someone else that could easily take your spot like this. What am I kidding, guys? There's so many perks with the job. The perks of getting free makeup on the daily, getting flown around the world on press trips to amazing places, and you can actually say that's your job, to fly around these places and I have an amazing time. Like, that's awesome. Also, I love working with Guang. Like, I really enjoy it, and I feel like it's brought us closer. So Guang is my boyfriend. If you guys don't know, we've done videos and challenges together on my channel already, so make sure you go check those out. But there's a lot of downsides to it, a lot of things that people don't see. There's a lot of pressure within yourself, pressure from other people, pressure from the world that's watching you. Every time you do something, people have an opinion about it, and obviously not everybody is gonna like you. So that was definitely something that I found really hard at first. After doing it for a long time, you just like water off a duck's back. You just have to think about how much love you get in comparison to all the hate, and all the time the love always outweighs the bad. So don't dwell on people that don't even know you. They have no idea who you are. They don't know the full story. They've never even met you, never had a conversation with you. So very important that you just focus on your goals, what you want to achieve, and just keep on going forward, girl. I have a lot of questions asking me, how did I grow my social media so fast? How did I reach 1 million so fast? Because I have a lot of ride or die followers that's been following me since I was on small amount of following. And honestly, I actually get this question all the time whenever I go to meet PR PR companies or whenever I go to meet anyone really, they always ask me like, how did you go so quickly? I definitely know that I grew my Instagram super quick, and to be honest, I don't even know why. I feel like when I started to do videos, there was no one really doing videos at the time that was super like fun. Everything was always quite structured and always like, here's the eyeshadow, blend the eyeshadow here. And then when I kind of started to do it, I was making all these faces, and there's loads of people that's doing it now, but I remember when I first started, I was just like putting my own personality in there. Like, people want to see good transformations from looking hella cray at the start, and then at the end you're slaying. And also a lot of hard work, guys. I used to freaking film so much. I used to edit until like 2 or 3 in the morning. I've tried to like slow down now that I've hit 1 million, because I've definitely realised that I really want to start living life and enjoying my life at the same time. Now I'm slowing down on the post, but I always had goals. Like, I always knew I want to hit 100k. Once I hit 100k, I'm like, okay, I want to hit 150. I need to reach 200. I always had the goal until like now that I hit 1 million. I'm kind of like, okay, I'm kind of alright being here, because now I feel like it's gonna be so hard to go from 1 million to like 10 million. I don't know how people do it, but for me, I'm so happy that I even got here in the first place. It was something that I would never dream about, that I was freaking even in this position. So honestly, what I can say advice wise is to post every day. Make sure you have good quality lighting. I always invested in lighting and also shopped around for good deals. I'm not stupid and just buy any willy-nilly thing. I always made sure that I look on Amazon, go onto like the 10th, 100th page to find a good ass deal. And then also taking photos, knowing how to edit properly, is all things that you can learn just from YouTube. Like, we live in a day and age where you don't even have to go to university anymore to get an amazing career. So I feel like people need to take advantage of that. Take advantage of all these online courses that are so much cheaper than having to go outside your fucking house, you know. There's so many things that people do, but a lot of times people are just lazy. Let's be honest, you know. I feel like if you want to grow your social media, just be consistent. That's like the main thing, is just to be consistent. If you want to do anything good, you need to be consistent at it. If you say you're going to post every day, make sure you post every fucking day, even if it's your birthday, ho. My friend Layla Loves, she just commented a question: who's your favourite, me or Yasmin? Bitch, you guys know who my favourite, Teddy, duh. Okay, so I've got a really nice juicy question here, and she asked me, have I ever been disappointed after meeting another YouTuber that you always thought that you liked? And do I ever get nervous about going on brand trips alone that you might not click with the other influencers, like when you was in LA alone? What is your biggest insecurity? Oh my god, what a juicy question. Let's get the tea spinning. Okay guys, so I'm not gonna spill the tea too much because I don't want to be exiled from everything. There's been quite a few times that I've met other influencers on trips or when I was away and stuff, and when I actually meet them in real life, I'm like, oh my god, that was not what I expected. But then on the flip side of that, there's been a lot of times that I thought someone was really stuck up or someone was really boring, and then actually when I got to spend time with them and talk to them, I was like, wow, they're so nice, they're so chatty, it's not what I expected. So I've definitely learned from being in this industry and being an influencer myself that all of these people are just normal human beings. Like, a lot of people talk about Jeffree Star, they talk about these big bloggers, and at the end of the day, they're just normal people. Like, they're all shit like us, they all freaking have problems. Yes, they may be beautiful, yes, they may have a lot of money, but at the end of the day, they are just human and they're just normal. So I always have to remember to not put people on pedestals, because that's when you're disappointed. So I've definitely learned, just go in with an open mind, and if they are bitches or if they are not what I thought they would be, then that's it. Fair enough, really. But yeah, there has been quite a few times that I've met people and I'm just like, oh, okay then. So also, another question that she asked was, do I get nervous when I go to brand trips alone? Oh my god, yes, I get so fucking nervous. And even though I'm very chatty and I honestly talk to everyone, but still, guys, I get so nervous about going somewhere on my own. And also, like, oh my god, what if no one wants to sit next to me, or who do I sit with when I go to lunch and stuff like that? I always get so nervous. So most of the times whenever I go to events, I always see my friends are going, so we kind of go together and mingle around. I'm definitely the type of person to like what I like my comfort, I like just being able to be myself, and sometimes when you're around new people, you can't just fully let your hair down, you know. And then, what is my biggest insecurity? What is my biggest insecurity? My biggest insecurity, I don't know if she's talking about appearance wise. If you're talking about appearance wise, my biggest insecurity is probably my skin. I've suffered from like spots and congestion and stuff for the longest time, and I have such oily skin, so a lot of times I'm always thinking, oh my god, if I'm really oily, or oh my god, this light is so bad, I can see all my spots and shit. It won't really stop me from doing anything. It's just like, oh shit, you know, girl, like, this light is not cute, you know. Oh my god, so I just got another cute question, and it was, how did I meet Grant, and what's my 3 favourite things that I like about him? So Grant's gonna be editing and he's going to be loving this right now. So I actually met Gwang. Long story short is he messaged me on Facebook. I think I've done a whole YouTube video about it on my channel about how we met. But the 3 things that I love about Gwang is, if you guys don't know who Gwang is, he's my boyfriend. We've been together for nearly 10 years. It'll be 10 years this year, September the 9th. And my 3 favourite things that I love about him, one of them is that he's so reliable. Like, I can rely on Gwang for anything. If I ever needed anything, if I ever am stranded anywhere, if I ever need him to do anything for me, he's always willing to help me out. He's never stingy with anything. We always think of each other for everything. So I love the fact that I can trust Gwang for everything. So whenever I need him to drop me off somewhere, pick me up from somewhere, or if I really need him for something, he'll drop everything else and come and help me out, which is very, very nice. It's very lovely to have a boyfriend that is always on your side, that always wants your best interest, you know? Okay, and then the second thing that I love about Gwang is the fact that I can really be myself around him. Sometimes Gwang would actually hate the fact that I could be 100% myself, because sometimes I can be a real bitch, and the Gemini, the other side comes out and he gets the like horrible side. Whereas when I go outside, I'm like, oh hello, and then after I'm like, you fucking bitch, to poor Gwang. And I honestly feel like I don't ever have to like hold myself back or kind of like push down whatever I feel. If I feel something, I just say it to him and he won't take it too personally. Sometimes we have had many arguments of the way I talk and stuff like that, and if you guys don't follow me on Snapchat, I'm always ranting on about all the arguments that we have, because I always want to make sure that you guys don't think we're like a perfect couple, because there's so many things that couples go through behind the scenes. I never want to make it out like our relationship is perfect, because it is definitely not perfect at all. And then the third thing that I love about him, what else do I like about him? What do I like about you, Graham? Fucking hell, it's quite hard thinking.
A few moments later. 2 days later. 1 eternity later.
Oh, I also love the fact that we are working together now, and he has taken the initiative to help me with my YouTube channel and stuff, and it's never come to a thing about money. I feel like money a lot of times will make or break a couple, but I feel like with Grant, I can honestly trust him with all my earnings, and he will never ever betray me. He's really good like that. I even went to a psychic, guys, and she said that me and Grant are meant to be. We are soulmates, which is also really lovely. Yeah, I've met quite a lot of influencers, and a lot of their boyfriends aren't really interested in what they do, but they support them, but they just don't like to be in it, and they don't like to help take photos and stuff, whereas Graham's really good like that. Like, he'll help me take photos, he really likes to be involved in everything. He helps with my invoices and all the business side of things. He really helps with that, and he's always willing to listen to me. So it's very, very nice that he really tries to help in that department as well, because this job is very hard. I know sometimes it just looks very glamorous, but there's a lot of things that go behind the scenes that's very stressful. So the fact that I can rely on him when it comes to other stuff like business and editing and stuff, and he has it handled, I'm like, oh my god, you are great. Okay, another one is worst celebrity encounter. Should I spill the tea on this? So I'm actually gonna spill the tea on this, guys. So back in the days, I used to be an assistant, and I was on a shoot with Iggy Azalea, and Iggy Azalea, she's not even a celebrity anymore. I don't know where the hell she's gone, but she was shooting the cover for this magazine, and she had such a bad attitude about everything. It wasn't even me doing the makeup, but she was literally watching the makeup artist like this. The mirror was like so close to the fucking face, and then also she didn't like any of the styling of the clothing, so we had to wait around for like 3 hours so that they can get all these designers to bring her new clothing, because she's like, I'm not wearing this, I'm not wearing this, or whatever. So we was all waiting around. She got an assistant to go get her like KFC and Maltesers or something like that, and she literally had like one bite of the KFC and just like chucked it to the side. I'm not about that life. I feel like, fucking hell, girl, like, get your shit together. Like, people like me are there to make you look good. Relax. Maybe see at the end of everything to see if you like the makeup, if you don't like the makeup, or you can just say at the start, but don't freaking be there like this while the makeup artist is trying to do your eyeliner, bitch. She did have a very nice ass, though, I do have to say. So another question that I got is, am I having any more surgery, and how do I feel about my BBL surgery? So it's nearly been about 6 months since I had my BBL surgery, so maybe I'll do an updated video on it, but I absolutely love it so much. I definitely realised how much I loved it when I went to my last holiday, which was in Mykonos, and I was out there with Primark shooting some bikini stuff, and I just felt so confident in my body. It was the first time that I never feel like I needed to wear like a sarong, or I needed to wear like a little cover up and stuff, and I felt really confident in it. Like a lot of times when other people shoot my photos, I'm always like, oh, I don't know if I want them to have the original photos and stuff like that, but I felt really confident wearing all the bikinis, and it was definitely so worth all of the stress and all the hassle of laying on your front for 6 weeks and stuff. And then my next surgery is actually booked. I have that booked in for August, and it is to get my boobies done. So I'm going to be filming it all again for you guys, because I am like an open book when it comes to this type of stuff. I feel like it will be so bad if I literally just popped up 2 weeks later without new boobies and I never said anything, and that's actually how some bloggers do it. So not me, guys. You guys know I'm such an open book about this type of stuff, and I feel like even though I get a lot of backlash about it, it actually stops me from working with a lot of brands. I feel like this is just who I am, and why am I going to hide who I am? If it can help other people out there, and if I can be transparent with you guys, then I feel like it's just a win-win, you know? I've got my surgery booked for the 12th of August, and I'm actually going back to Elite Aftercare back in Turkey, where I done my BBL, solely because my sister is also having a BBL, so we're having surgery at the same time. And I really loved the last time that we had like surgeries together, because we can like recover together and stuff like that. So she's having a whole nother BBL round 2, and she's getting more put in the ass and more sucked out and stuff like that, which I wish I could do, but you actually can't have boobs and bum at the same time, because when you do your bum you can't lay on your back, and then when you do your boobs you can't lay on your front. So it's very annoying. And also another reason why is because I want to get more lipo on just some bits on my waist. I just want to make my waist a bit smaller. And also last time I didn't do my arms, because the surgeon said I didn't need it, but I wish I would have like persistently asked him to do it, because I felt like my arms sometimes it was out of proportion, because the rest of my body's been lipo except for my arms, and I just want to like snatch it all together. So yeah, I'm getting my boobies done, and then also I might get a little bit of shaping a bit more around the hips as well. If they're gonna suck it out, I might as well use it up, you know. So I could put it on my hips, I think, but I just can't put it on my actual bum. So yeah, that's really fun. So at the moment I am a size 34B or C. I buy a C, but I could probably fit into a B really. It's just at the top here I'm missing volume. And all the time, oh my god, whenever I do like the videos, whenever I'm like tanning my body, they're always like, where's your boobs, where's your boobs? And I'm like, they're all down below. So I want to have my boobs a bit more like higher up like this, and I want to go to like a large C, D. Not really too big, not really too small, but I have photos of what I want, and I mainly want the volume up here, and I want a nice cleavage, because your girl has no cleavage. Like, look at this, it's fucking flat AF. And my mum and my sister have big ass tits, and mine are like so flat. Okay, so I'm just gonna answer a few more. The next question is, when did you realise you could quit your job and be an influencer full time? And then another one is, how do you respond to people saying that social media is not a real job? So I went from working part-time a makeup counter and also doing freelance and stuff like that to pursue social media, and I quit when I was on around 40,000 followers, which is actually crazy now that I think about it, because I wasn't really earning any money from social media when I was doing it. So it's crazy to think that I just had a leap of faith like that. But to be honest, I do live at home with my parents, so I don't have that many bills to pay then. I do have now. When I actually quit my job, it was just time to leave. Like, I was just so fed up with everything. I kept having to turn stuff down because I couldn't make it to the event because I was working at Matt. I couldn't swap my shifts and stuff like that. So when it was time to leave, it was just the right time, guys. I feel like everybody will know that when you start getting annoyed about having to go to work, when you don't enjoy what you're doing, even before you start your shift, you cannot wait to go home. That is when you know it's time to leave your job. I feel like there's a job out there for everybody, and everybody knows what they like and what they don't like. So life is too short to be spending your time at a job that you absolutely hate. Like, let's be honest, there's no one that's going to be like freaking, wow, I can't wait to work today, which sometimes I do feel like sometimes, but you know, a lot of the times we would love to just be fucking rich and just sitting at home, you know. I feel like when I quit my job, it was honestly like fate happened, and everything happened for a reason, because my boyfriend got into a motorbike accident on the same time that I put in my notice, and I didn't end up even working my goddamn notice. So when I left my job, I was actually planning to take a few months out. I knew I was going to have my facial surgery at the time, so I was going to go back to working as a temp and do like little jobs here and there, so that way I could pick when I wanted to work. If I had a quiet week, then I'll just do loads of shifts. If I had a really busy week, then I'll do no shifts. So that was what I was planning to do. Things happened. I ended up hitting 100k, and things just went freaking wild and crazy, and I ended up getting quite a few jobs like here and there, and it was just really cool because when I was working on a counter, I used to make like £8 an hour, so it'll be like £80 a day. When I started to do social media and I started to charge, I can make £100 in one post. Things eventually kind of balanced out. I was like, if I can make this in one post, then why am I working like a whole 9-hour day, standing on my feet all day when I could pursue this, you know? Yeah, that's when I knew it was time to say bye, honey! See ya! So the other question was, what is my response to people saying that social media is not a real job? Bitch! To be honest, I used to be one of those people as well. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. I used to watch people on YouTube and they used to complain and say like, oh, they've been so busy, they haven't had time to upload a video and stuff. And I'm like, bitch, you upload once a week. What the fuck do you have to be so busy about on the other 6 days of the fucking week, bitch? Now that I do it full time, I definitely can tell you that it's a full-time job. It actually really annoys me. I had to have a go at my mum because she wanted me to do all this other stuff. And I was like, no, like, I am working. Like, I know sometimes I look like I'm just doing nothing, I'm just on my phone and stuff like that, but there's so much stuff that comes into it, like replying back to people, commenting on people, making sure you have enough posts for the week, making sure you have enough YouTube videos, editing everything, as well as going through your emails, talking to your agent, make sure you go to all the events, also making sure you mingle, also making sure you have friends, and also networking and stuff like that. It's literally all comes on top of you sometimes. And when I'm going into London like 3 times a week sometimes, that literally takes out my whole day, because when I go home I'm knackered, I haven't eaten anything, I haven't posted anything, so I'm literally like on my phone all the time. So I feel like no one has the right to say that's not a real job, that's not a real job, because if someone's making money from it and a decent amount of money from it, then who are you to say that's not a real job, you know? I feel like people need to broaden their minds about what you can call a job. Just because you don't work in a booth in the office 9 to 5, there's so many people out there that their actual job is to test out water-eyes, is to actually go and review hotels. There's so many fun stuff out there, and you can never say that that's not a job, because that so is a job. There's so many other ways to make money out there than just working a 9 to 5 in an office. Okay guys, so I've answered so many questions, and even while I'm scrolling through this, I've already answered so many of the questions already before on my YouTube channel. So please, if you're watching this, please go back on my other Q&As and binge watch those other videos, because I've answered so many questions. I have a whole playlist about social media, how to start social media, all about lighting, about management, about how much to charge, and blah blah blah, and all those tips and good stuff. So if you guys haven't yet, make sure you subscribe, go onto my YouTube page and just watch all those good videos, because I'm sure they will help you guys out. If you guys haven't yet, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also make sure you follow me on all my other social media platforms, such as Thuy on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Oh, I can't hold all fucking 4 at the same time. Oh, that's so hard. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys, enjoy the bloopers. Trying to find some good juicy questions for you guys. Some of these questions are so basic. Like, what's your favourite colour? I love cobalt blue, I love turquoise, I love baby pink, but to be honest I just love black. Oh my god, my card is literally in that shop. Bitch, I can't wait to take off these eyelashes, they keep pinching me. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm so oily as well. Fuck!